Okay, now we talk about reflection. All right, reflection. There are four types of reflection. One is reflection in the x-axis. One is reflection in the y-axis. One is reflection in line y equal to x, and one is reflection in the line y equal to x tangent theta. Alright? But to tell the truth, the most important is this one, because you only memorize this one, okay? But depending on textbook, I show you. What does it mean, the reflection in the x-axis? If you on the Cartesian plane, if x-axis, it means the line is y equal to 0. Y equal to 0. It means if we have a point in here, it's called 0, 1, original point, and the reflection in the x-axis will map to here. Is x-axis, that's y-axis. So we'll map to 0, negative 1. Depending on the y equal to 0, right? Reflect. That's called reflection in the x-axis. Therefore, we get the reflection matrix. Reflection matrix equal to, you can write down like this one. Y equal to 0 and equal to, here is 1, 0, 0, negative 1. Okay? Okay, now what's called reflection in the y-axis? Reflection in the y-axis, the line means x equal to 0. This one. Alright? So it means if we have a point in here, 1, 0, we'll map to where? We'll map to here, depending on y-axis. We'll map from here to here, become negative 1, 0, right? Therefore, for the reflection in the y-axis, the matrix x equal to 0, so equal to negative 1, 0, 0, 1, okay? Okay. Now, what does it mean, the reflection in the line y equal to x? It means you have a line in here, y equal to x. Last Cartesian plane, right? So we have a line y equal to x. So if we have a point in here, 1, 0, original point here, will, depending on y equal to x, will map to here. Reflect to here. So become 0, 1, alright? That's called reflection in line y equal to x. So the matrix should be the matrix is matrix y equal to x, so equal to 0, 1, 1, 0. Sorry, depending on these three, it's very hard to memorize. I suggest you just memorize the fourth. The basic for reflection, the formula is reflection in the line y equal to mx tangent theta x. So here, tangent theta here is gradient, right? It's our gradient. So the matrix, you just memorize this one. This one is y equal to x tangent theta. So it means cosine 2 theta, sine 2 theta, and sine 2 theta, negative cosine 2 theta. Okay? Alright, use this one, we can memorize these three, alright? And we can do all the questions about reflection. For example, I use like this one. Y equal to tangent theta times x. I rewrite x tangent theta is okay. So equal to cosine 2 theta, sine 2 theta. You need to memorize this one. Sine 2 theta, negative cosine 2 theta. Okay. Memorize here is quick. Of course, I can teach you how to prove this one. It's another story, alright? For example, what does it mean y equals 0? When does y equal 0? Y equals 0, x cannot be 0. It means tangent theta be 0. When does tangent theta equal 0? Tangent theta equals 0, it means theta equal to how many degree? Unit circle. Tangent theta equal to y over x. It means y equals 0. So it means 0 degree, right? So here, theta is 0 degree. Okay, so you just sub in 0 degree, cosine 0, sine 0, right? Sine 0, negative cosine 0 degree, okay? Cosine 0 is where? Cosine 0 in the 1, right? Sine 0 in the 0, sine 0 degree in the 0. Negative cosine 0 degree is negative 1. See? You get this. Okay? Okay, now we talk about another story. We talk about reflection in the y-axis. S equals 0, be careful, S equals 0, where is it? S equals 0, it means y-axis, right? Y-axis is this line. In this line, what does it mean? It means if here want to become x equals 0, it means theta is what? Y equals 0. X is 0, sorry, x equals 0. So it means this line is very special. You just remember when theta equals to 90 degrees, right? Tangent doesn't exist, right? X equals 0, y-axis, it means in here 90 degrees, right? Y-axis, this one, it means theta equals 90 degrees. So you just, for reflection in the y-axis, it means theta equals to 90 degrees sub in. Theta equals 90 degrees sub in, what do we get? We get cosine 180 degrees, right? Sine 180 degrees, right? Now we are talking about reflection in the y-axis. Reflection in the y-axis, it means theta equal to 90 degrees, right? And here is the theta equal to 0 degrees sub in, right? Theta equals 90 degrees sub in. So we get here sine 180 degrees, negative cosine 180 degrees. Cosine 180 degrees, where is it? Negative 1, right? Here. Sine 180 degrees, 0. Sine 180 degrees, 0. Negative cosine 180 degrees, 1. Okay? So we get this one. Understand? You just remember in the reflection in the x-axis, theta is 0 degrees. Reflection in the y-axis, theta is 90 degrees. So you don't need to memorize these three. You just use this one, sub in, you can get it. Okay? For example, like y equals to x. Y equals to x, what does it mean? Y equals to x, it means y equals to x, it means here tangent theta equal to 1, right? Tangent theta equal to 1, what does it mean? It means theta equal to 45 degrees. See? Here, 45 degrees, right? Okay, so we just sub in, we get a cosine 2 theta become cosine 90 degrees, sine 90 degrees, sine 90 degrees, negative cosine 90 degrees. Alright. So we get what? Cosine 90 degrees is cosine 90 degrees is 0. Sine 90 degrees 1. That's right. Sine 90 degrees 1. Negative cosine 90 degrees 0. Get it? See? So use the angle theta equal to 45 degrees. Something. You can get a matrix. This one. So of course the force you need to memorize this concept and then sub in the degree, okay? Sub in the angle. Okay, later we use questions example to show you how to do it here, alright?